Hi there and welcome to Athena Insights. My name's Linda Murray. This program is really about helping professional women to be able to put their best stiletto forward in business. And today what we're going to do is learn how to do that specifically using LinkedIn as a profile. So we've got the expert and founder here of Trumpet page, which is a fantastic digital resume, helping people really showcase themselves and their career online. So founder Bronwyn Caspers is here with us today. Welcome, Bronwyn.
Thank you, Linda.
Great to have you here. So do you want to just start off telling us a little bit about Trumpet page? What's it all about?
Sure. Trumpet page is a new platform where job seekers and also small business owners can showcase their skills online. And the most important thing about that is differentiating yourself against everybody else, because basically online we all look and sound the same unless you're doing something really different. So we developed that platform so that it would be a tool that you would use to complement your LinkedIn profile, and using both together is the ultimate marketing tool.
Absolutely, great. So specifically around LinkedIn then, how can we use that to really grow our business?
LinkedIn is a fantastic tool for connecting and making strategic partnerships with people within business. So the best thing that I would suggest with LinkedIn is really do research before you start connecting with people, and connect with the right people. Don't just connect with everybody that you come across.
Okay, so really have your strategy in
absolutely.
place. Okay, fantastic. And so what makes a good LinkedIn profile versus an average one? I mean, you see so many and there's so much variety.
Absolutely.
Some really stand out.
Yeah. Some of the most basic things are just to have a complete LinkedIn profile. Don't miss having your photograph on there, because that's really important. Generally, people won't even click on you if you haven't got a profile photo, and you need to make sure that it's a professional looking photo, not something random from last weekend's party, because that doesn't, project the right image.
Yeah, sure. And is that because in this day and age we're all about connecting with people that we feel we know, so Facebook?
That's right. And also LinkedIn is a much more professional platform rather than something like Facebook and Twitter, which is more social.
Yeah, sure. So I imagine with that photo it's really about how do I want to position myself in the professional world, and making sure the picture mirrors that.
Because that's all about your personal brand as well. Like, you have to represent yourself through the photo and through everything you write as well, both on paper and online.
Yeah, great. So what else makes a great profile?
Keywords are vitally important. What you should do is do some research to find out what are the keywords for your industry and the type of job that you do. So what I would do is do some research on other people that have similar positions to yourself, and really put those keywords in your summary and also within your headline, because that's how people find you. They do a search and they find the keywords from your headline and your summary.
Okay, great. Anything else? Any other tips?
To make your profile more engaging, I would add some projects there, which adds the colourful thumbnail. So rather than just looking the same as everybody else, if you add in your projects or presentations that you've done, it's definitely something more visually engaging.
Fantastic. And you know all about visual engagement, because Trumpet page is very colourful and breaks away from the tradition of boring black and white style resumes. It's really about how to make yourself stand out, isn't it?
Yes.
So what about using LinkedIn to really build credibility?
Okay, to start with, I would start joining some groups that are similar to your organisation. So contribute to group discussions, contribute to things that are said by your own connections. You can post your own blogs to also build your expertise and credibility. And generally be a giver rather than a taker all the time, because it's not about you, it's about what you can offer everybody else.
So almost going into it with the spirit of generosity.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you like. And I know we've discussed offline about almost the etiquette of commenting on other people's posts. So let's say you see one of your essential competitors comment or load a fantastic post. What's appropriate when you're commenting on their article?
I would suggest not just liking their particular post, but make a valuable comment so that you're giving some information to the reader as well. And if you're supportive of, even if it's your competitor, it's always good business to be supportive, because you never know what's going to happen down the track. You might end up doing some type of partnership in the future. So it's all about supporting other people.
Fantastic. So it's almost adding that extra contribution rather than, putting anything in there that would reduce their status.
Yeah, absolutely.
They've made the original post. It was presumably of good content, and you wanted to add your take on it.
Yeah, you can add your take on it, add a reference to something that you've mentioned in a blog of your own, or just a general comment supporting what they've said or adding extra information to that.
Fantastic. Great. So what about leveraging connections? LinkedIn is obviously all about connections. So how can we really be leveraging that?
What I would suggest is when you're doing research to find the best type of people to connect with, you can either start targeting your actual audience, which would be your customers. You can find lots of those obviously on LinkedIn. So for instance, if you were an accountant, you could target small business owners on LinkedIn, and you can do that by just doing the basic search. So you connect with people that are your customers, or you connect with people that offer similar services to what you do, or services that would add value to what you do currently.
Okay, great. So can you just go a bit deeper into when you say target these connections? What specifically do you do? You obviously go through the advanced search, do you, and look for professions?
You do the advanced search. You can search by location, you can search by their job title, you can search by the companies that they work for. You can get really specific on that search. And then the other thing I really would suggest is each time you make a connection, actually tag that connection into a certain category, which is really handy for when you're sending out a group message. You can target that to, say, if it's customers in Victoria.
Great.
They've already tagged as a Victorian customer, or within a certain industry, a business mentor, anything like that. So it just makes your whole job a lot easier.
Yeah, and very much targeted communication rather than spray and pray.
Yes.
You're actually keeping all your communication online very relevant to your recipients.
Yes.
Okay, so we've targeted them, we've found them, and then how do we go about best adding them as a connection? Because I know when people add me and they don't even bother customising that I'd like to add you to my LinkedIn.
That's so annoying, that's right.
Well, it's not very personable,
that's
which
right.
flies in the face of what it's all about.
That's right. So when you've found someone that you'd like to connect to, hopefully you might be in the same group. If you're not in the same group, have a search to see what groups they belong to, then join those groups. So that gives you an in when you're writing your request for connection. You can say something like, I really enjoyed the comment that you made on this particular article. I think we have some synergies here. Would you like to connect? So just make it definitely a lot more personal.
Yes, and show that you are a person and you're not just someone sending out invites to 100 people every day. Okay, fantastic. I think that's a really important one.
Yeah.
So are there LinkedIn etiquette? Are there certain do's and don'ts?
Absolutely. Like we just mentioned, it's so important that each time you send a connection request to somebody, that it's personal to every single person. It has to be different, not just as you said, a spray and pray. Please connect with me for no reason.
Yes.
Because people will just ignore that.
Yeah. Okay, great. What else in terms of etiquette?
Don't treat LinkedIn like Twitter and Facebook. People don't want to know what you've just done on the weekend. It's all very professional and business focused.
Great.
Another thing would be don't recommend people that you don't even know. Don't endorse people that you don't know, because that's just useless.
So can we talk about endorsements? Because I almost feel like it was a great idea, but a lot of people do endorse people for things that they don't know about. I know clients have come to me and said, I've just been endorsed by this woman who I've never even met, and she's endorsed me for 50 things. And so therefore it almost depreciates the value of endorsements.
Absolutely. It does. Unfortunately, that's the window that pops up when we're all in our LinkedIn profile. So they make it easy for you to just go yes, yes, yes. But, really think about who you're endorsing and recommending. And it's also really good to recommend your connections, because it's like good karma.
Okay, great.
So if you endorse someone that you know and have done business with, they are most likely to recommend you as well.
Okay, so recommendations or sort of your online testimonials, if you like, are obviously of more value than an endorsement. If you wanted to show someone some professional love, if you like, giving them a recommendation. And I think with recommendations, being very specific. So not just Mary is a good architect. What was it specifically about working with Mary that was so special, and you know, she really listened to me and created an outcome even better than what we expected, because that's obviously going to be of more value.
That's right. That's right. And if you happen to have a really fantastic recommendation, there's no harm in putting that in your summary as well, to showcase that recommendation.
Fantastic. So other do's and don'ts with LinkedIn etiquette?
Other do's and don'ts. Make sure that you spell check your profile summary.
Very true.
That's not really good, is it?
It's amazing.
If you've got a glaring spelling mistake.
In your first line.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And in your headline, don't write something that nobody's going to search for, like some random marketing ninja or something like that. People are going to find you by your job title or the specific thing that you do.
And I've also heard with that headline, is it, that people do something that's a bit beyond just stating what it is they do. So also maybe state who you target.
Yes, that's right.
So for me, professional coaching for women.
Yes.
Great.
That's perfect.
So obviously you're communicating to a wider market what you're doing, but then on the search factor, you're getting the right people.
Absolutely, because people will find you, they will type in business coach, or it may be female business coach, female or business coach for women, and you've got all those keywords in your headline.
Yeah, fantastic. Great. So is there any way we can get help with writing LinkedIn profiles? Because I know a couple of things. Some people are more comfortable writing than others, but I think it doesn't matter how comfortable you are as a writer, to be writing about yourself.
It is difficult because you feel a bit funny saying, you know, the things that you're really good at, or the ways that you can help people. So if you're after a service where somebody can help you with identifying the specific skills that people want to hear about and the ways that you can help your audience, we have a LinkedIn profile makeover package, which is $149.95, and that's available on our website. And yeah, it's a fantastic way to showcase your business and really build your profile online.
Fantastic. So your website is?
trumpetpage.com.au.
Great. And just so we have an idea of what that process looks like, how does that work if someone contacts you for a LinkedIn makeover?
Okay. If you have an existing LinkedIn profile, all you need to do is supply us with your current LinkedIn profile address, and then we have a 30-minute consultation with you, and that's where we go through who your target audience is, what type of message you want to send out to them, what are their pains, and how can you resolve those. And then we bring it all together, and you get several chances to make amendments to that profile, and we just basically work together until it's 100%.
Fantastic. What a great service. I'm sure that would take a weight off a lot of people's shoulders.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, Bronwyn. So many great tips there that we can all use immediately, really. It reminds me that I think my LinkedIn profile could probably do with a makeover. So thank you so much for coming in.
Not a problem. Thank you, Linda.
Great.